Hi Leo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your next reading. We're going to do a Celtic cross with our tarot cards, and then we are going to do all of the oracle decks that I have. I've gotten a few new ones since the last time I've been on, and I just kind of wanted to do a little bit deeper, more in-depth, more message-based, because I'm going to read from the books for all of the oracle messages. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. I've already pre-shuffled all of the oracle decks. I just want to tune in with the tarot deck to you guys' energy. If there are any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, for this time, please feel free to invite them in now. The more, the merrier. So, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. Current energies. Ooh, I thought I had the deck upside down. Two of coins. You could feel like you're juggling a lot. You've got a lot on your plate. You're doing a lot. You're trying to be in all places at all times. You could be a new parent, be in a new role at work, taking on more hours. It feels like you're just trying to kind of get a handle on like your schedule, basically. There could also be some sort of balancing act, some sort of trying to keep your head above water situation when it comes to your money. Two coins, I mean, that's not the best. Everybody wants, well, not everybody, but most people, most of us want to have 10 of coins. We want to be emperor, empress status with the 10 of coins, the 9 of coins. 2 is not a bad thing, right? It's more than enough, but I feel like you're wanting more, you're longing for more, you know that you have more in you. With the Ace of Wands showing up as your challenge, you could be feeling a little bit blocked creatively. Maybe you haven't painted in a while, if that's something that you use as an outlet, a creative outlet. Maybe you haven't written songs or danced or whatever, been creative in a really long time. Maybe you're a writer, you haven't written anything in a long time. I'm getting kind of like a creative block. I'm getting mostly, after I just said that, I just got a situation of like being in a relationship, being in a job, being in some sort of environment where it didn't allow you to be creative, it didn't allow you to thrive. Maybe you're more focused on like surviving, so you don't have the time to be creative, to have fun, to do the fun stuff that you want to do. And I feel like that's what you're trying to, you're like on a mission to multiply your money by infinity. You want infinite amount of money. Money in and money out, a constant flow, right? I feel like that's what you're striving for. That's what you're trying to balance and work towards. But in focusing on that, I feel like you've lost a little bit of your spark, a little bit of your joy, a little bit of your inner child, the curiosity, the wonder, the seeing the magic in it all. And that's part of your magic, is how playful and how fun and funny and bright you are. So if you dim that and solely focus on material possessions and material gain, I don't see you being happy for very long that way. And if this is a relationship that is causing this loss of light, loss of spark, I mean, you know what to do. There should never be situations or people in our life that make us feel small, that make us feel like we don't have the space or the space, to grow, to expand, to be more. Your recent past, you have showing up for you the 7 of coins. You could have recently asked for a raise or started to kind of look around, evaluate your situation, evaluate how much energy and time and effort you put into your work, your source of income, your sources of income, and kind of reevaluate what is working, what products are bringing in money, which ones are not, which services get bought, which ones do not, and kind of pruning back, paring back, just tending to your income, your sources of income, looking at your savings. Do I need to be making more so I can save more? Am I being paid what I feel like I'm worth? Am I putting in more effort than I'm getting out, essentially? And you could have left a job because of it, because you weren't. Like, it's not worth this. It's not worth my health. It's not worth my happiness for this little bit of pay that I'm getting. So you could have walked away. What you're walking into, though, now is support, teamwork, like being an actual part of a team that values you, that pays you what you're worth, that tells you how important you are, that you're an asset, like reaffirms you in all the ways that you need to be reaffirmed, not anything less than, especially if you were in like a toxic work environment. We just didn't feel like they could have literally told you, you're one of a million. If you're not here, we'll throw someone else in your spot. Like, you are absolutely replaceable. You mean next to nothing to us. And you kind of had to be like, oh, I mean, I knew that, but yikes. And for you to demand so much of me for so little in return, nah. And now I see you moving into doing something that you're very, very good at. You handle it all very well. And you're being compensated way more than you ever expected or dreamed of. And it feels like raises and bonuses and all of these things that maybe you've never experienced, which I think is lovely. I love that for you. I love being a part of a team, and I know you guys do too. Like, you're the leaders. I feel like you're being allowed to lead. You're being allowed to come up with solutions. You're being allowed to help in a way that is unique to you and kind of lets you shine. In your mind space right now, you could have received some news recently that was a little bit like, I don't want to say shocking, because I don't see you being like shocked by it, but I do see it being like, damn, that kind of sucks, you know, like, I see you gaining clarity around something or someone. Maybe they said something that was like, well, since we're not together anymore, since we're in this space now, I'm going to tell you this. Or you experienced something and the truth of it was like, I don't really need to put much more mental thought into this. It's kind of like, I know the truth, I am accepting it, I am processing it, and I'm moving through it. Like, that's really all that it is. It's all that's all there is to do, right? It's not, you're not going to sit in your feelings and be like, oh, I'm devastated that you learned that someone did XYZ, or that whatever, you weren't of value to this company, any of those things. Like, okay, that's fine. Moving on. In your subconscious, you have the Six of Wands. You have a victorious heart. You know deep down, maybe not even that deep, like it could be very surface, like you know that you're going to be successful. Everything you do turns to gold. You are the light. You are bright. You are stunning. You are shining. You know all of these things. Like, there's no... Well, that's not true. There might be some doubt in your conscious mind, but in your subconscious mind, there is absolutely no doubt that you're going to be successful in everything that you do. You're going to be triumphant, and you're always going to come out the victor. Advice from Spirit. Wait, that's too far out of frame. Okay, advice from Spirit. Ace of Coins. Pay attention to opportunities. Sorry, I got distracted. There are people outside mowing, and I'm like pretty easily distracted sometimes. So it's like, ooh, they switched people. What's happening? Ace of Coins. There are going to be lots of opportunities for you to multiply your money. I'm getting saving specifically. I would, if you haven't already, open a savings account and put as much money as you can afford to in there. I think with that, like having to reevaluate, wanting to be in a space where you can save, I think you're moving into a place where you can start saving money, and Spirit is saying, yes, that is the move. Also, start looking for opportunities to make more money, to plant. Oh. We have we have 6 of Wands, 6 of Coins, and 6 of Cups. For me specifically, because I was born the 6th month, 666 is my birthday, essentially. Is what I'm trying to say. 6s are very, very special to me. They could be significant to you as well. You could have been born on the 6th in 86 like I was. 66. That would be pretty amazing. I think the best birthday would be June 6th, 1966. But then you would be a Gemini, not a Leo. And that would be tragic unless you've got Leo other placements, which I haven't said in a while, but is very welcome here. This is Leo all placements. It is not just Leo suns. I almost said moons. Leo suns. On the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. You're coming close to completing this cycle, your cycle, a cycle. It doesn't have to be like the biggest one of your life, but there is a cycle. I feel like it's a cycle within yourself. This cycle of kind of, not dimming your light specifically, but being hyper focused on something so much so that you kind of forget that you have a light is what I'm getting. Energies around you at this time. The 3 of Cups, there's lots of celebrations. You could be attending lots of birthday parties. You could be attending lots of like engagement parties or promotion, retirement. Just lots of really solid friendships. A lot of really fun gatherings that are just like lighthearted and supportive. It's not any of this like catty, backhanded, which is interesting. We are in eclipse season. We just had a full moon eclipse last night. It could be happening like I don't know what time it happened last night, but it might be happening for some of you right now. In Scorpio, I believe, which is like super deep diving into your feelings and like feeling everything. And for those of you that are fire or air or earth that aren't used to feelings and deep emotions and all of these things, it could be really hard. It could be kind of triggering. You could have seen it like gone to a movie, watched a movie and got way more emotional than you thought that you were going to. And that's like, 'tis a season, right? But also there's very loving, supportive energy like lingering, swirling about. It's really nice to see. Also, I want to point out we have 3 of Coins and the 3 of Cups. So 3s could be significant to you. You could be seeing 333 a lot. You could be seeing 666 a lot, which a lot of people are like, how dare you even speak that word? I mean, number. But it means balance and it means abundance. So, I don't know why you would be scared of that. Anyways, moving on. Hopes and fears. You want reciprocity. You want someone who is reciprocal with their energy, with their resources, with their time. You give a lot of yourself in situations. This specifically I'm getting is like work, because you've gone through this whole journey of like evaluating, even if you work for yourself, you want to attract and have clients that want to work with you as much as you want to work with them, that give you as much as you give them. So you could have recently raised your prices. You could have recently added new products, maybe even pruned back some products and raised the prices of some. But all you really want is to give freely and to receive freely. I see you being very, very generous. The more you get, the more you give. But you also want to feel that in return. You don't want it to be one-sided, because we all know that when you give so much of yourself and it's one-sided, you don't ever get anything in return. It's like, well, why am I doing this? Why do I keep showing up and putting so much of myself into this if nothing is to come of it, if it's not appreciated, if it's not seen or recognized? And all you want is to be seen and recognized. That's it. The outcome for you at this time, the 6 of Cups. This is a very sweet, very nostalgic, which does not surprise me. Again, we were in the middle of eclipse season. You could just be very, very nostalgic. Maybe you're going through old pictures. Maybe you came across a hard drive that has decades worth of pictures, and you find yourself going through them and getting nostalgic, and maybe even falling back into some not so great memories. But I see for you more of like evoking positive memories, and maybe even rekindling. Like maybe someone has recently reached out to you. Again, we've got, like, Mercury is in retrograde, Pluto is also in retrograde. Like, it's a wild time astrologically. There is a lot going on, and if you're not used to it, if you're not privy to it, you could just be like, what the fuck? You're like getting tossed and like bucked all over the place. But like, you'll be alright. Get a grip. Oh. And another 6. Are you flipping? Kidding me? There's so much like abundance and peace and balance coming in for you. It's ridiculous. That was a Beltane Oracle, Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle, which was last Monday, I believe. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find it, it will resonate with you in some way, shape, or form. There will be some sort of message for you. Even if not every single one of them is for you, there'll be enough. Alright, what else is here for Leo, please, Spirit? Let's wrap this up. Put a little pretty bow on it. Memory. We're going to put that there with our 6 of Cups, because I feel like that's kind of the headspace that you're in. You're just, I really get you're reminiscing. You are, yeah, just reminiscing. You could be thinking about an ex a lot. Again, that's normal. It's Mercury retrograde. I don't know that I would reconnect with an ex who came back during Mercury retrograde, just because, I don't know, it's like, meh. And I also don't know that I would reach out to an ex during Mercury retrograde for that very same reason, because it's more the Mercury retrograde than it is you, okay? And if you still feel that way after Mercury, just sit with it, journal about it, process it, do all the things. And if you still feel like that after Mercury retrograde is over, absolutely reach out. Pour your heart out. Put yourself out there. That's what we're here to do. But maybe not during Mercury retrograde is all. Alright. Let's see what else is here for Leo, please, Spirit. What else is here? This deck that I've got now, oh, is it upside down? God damn it, I hate it when I shuffle upside down. Is the metaphysical, hold on, I don't want to say the name wrong because it's new to me. I'm pretty sure it's the metaphysical cannabis oracle deck. Yep, the metaphysical cannabis oracle deck, excuse me, by the amazing, beautiful, talented, incredible Maggie Wilson. She is Metaphysical AF on Instagram. She's amazing. So if you like cannabis and you feel like you're tuned into it, I just turned it back upside down. I would definitely suggest this deck, even if you're not. Like, it's a beautiful deck. Beautiful. It is available on Amazon. So, just one card, please. Spirit. That looks a lot like an Ace of Wands. Act is what it says. You could have just rolled a joint. Maybe you're listening to this while you smoke, which I always encourage because I'm always, well, not always, but I usually smoke before I do these. Alright, what else do we have? Oracle-wise, Lenormand deck. This is the Fairy Tale Lenormand, which, hindsight, I'm not like the biggest fan of fairy tales and the damsel in distress and her wish was that her prince would save her. Like, really? That's all she wished for? She doesn't want anything else? Whatever. Anyways, card number 16. Another 6. Are you flipping kidding me? This is wild. Oh my god. And then 26. So my birthday, I was hesitant to say it. I don't know why. 6/26/86. So that's where the 666 comes from. Bottom of the deck, number 26. I don't have very many Leo placements, so this is definitely not for me, but there's someone out there. 6s are very significant. Maybe you guys are just seeing them a lot, and that's just confirmation from Spirit of how much is coming in for you. Is just what I'm getting. Like, so much peace and tranquility and just balance. Like, you're not going to feel like you're struggling to keep your head above water anymore. It's like you're going to be floating. I literally see you floating in the middle of the pool on a floaty, just soaking it in. Maybe even with a joint or a blunt or stuff like. I just see you basking. Ah, I love this. It just gave me chills. Naked in a pool with a joint? Yes. Dragonfly is your wild unknown spirit animal oracle. There's a wolf on the bottom of the deck. I see like a wolf t-shirt. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Are you guys mutable? Or are you fixed? I can't remember. But also it doesn't matter. Alright, is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Where are we going to start? Fairy Tale? Fairy Tale Lenormand, card number 16, Stores. I love this. Dreams, fame, encouragement, destiny. For the stars we look to the tale of the Star Maiden, a magical creature who lived in a star. She came to a young man to tell him she was seeking a home. She was encouraged by his people to live among them. The Star Maiden discovered a white flower to call her home. Like Thumbelina. Oh, her dreams of a safe haven were answered. The Stars card reminds us that the future is bright. Yes. This card offers hope for dreams realized. Where the card lies indicates how close fame and recognition are. Acclaim is at hand when the card falls near the querient card. Querient. Well, we didn't ask a question, so don't worry about that. If near a card about a job, it can indicate a promotion. It's right on top of our 3 of coins, which is all about teamwork and promotion and support and resources and a team. You could be building your dream team to reach, like hiring a manager, an assistant, makeup artist, like all, I don't know, whatever your medium is. I do see you reaching. Maybe you're a model. I see lots of, like a team that wants to support you and get you to where you're going, which is kind of a dream come true for you, I would say. When the stars card, when you see the stars card, remember fame can be given, but respect must be earned. The Star Maiden had to try out her different choices for a dwelling, but once she discovered it, her destiny was complete. I love it. I love that. All right. Nothing yet is set in stone, mutable. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even. That something is still developing. About change, that something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for a maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little bit longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone. Attuned to the moon, I know that the best will unfold for me. Additional meanings for this card. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you, the teaching. In astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruple, I don't know how to say that word, cardinal fixed and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo and Pisces. And when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in the situation. Anytime you pull this card, it suggests that there's an opportunity to keep finalizing and affirming what you want. Keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. Oh, daydreaming. Oh, I love it. Creation, card number 6. Some of you could be pregnant, or could be a time for you to get pregnant, just because of the imagery. Nothing in life represents the crossing of a veil quite like a birth. A miracle emerges from the loins of the mother with fresh energy waiting to make its place in the world. Every goal is like a birth in a way. A new idea emerges from the womb of your mind, where it is safely held to develop before emerging into the world. A dream must be held safe for a time, as a dream born prematurely could be much too fragile and vulnerable to sustain the challenges of the physical world. For now, the situation you have inquired about must be kept secret. Hold it tightly, for there are dangers nearby that could put your position at risk. However, this message has a double meaning, so just questions upon questions. A dream cannot stay hidden forever. At some point, you must be willing to cross the veil and give life to your creation. If you have been afraid to send your dream into the world, creation has come to you to say now is the time, as your goal is strong enough to battle any challenge or hardship, which I think is more your situation here. Allowing your dream to come to the world doesn't mean you won't be there to defend it. You will surely continue to nourish your goals as time goes on, as all mothers or fathers do, all parents do. But now this dream must take on a life of its own and be free to spread its wings. That's a really pretty little flower. I like it. Looks like a peony. Spirit Act. This one I have to use the index for, because there's not numbers or anything. Spirit. Let's see. 77. Oh, that's a good number too. 6s and 7s, my favorite. Okay. A single spliff rises out of a cloud in a hand with the message to take action. The spliff is a living object with the beautiful leaves of the sacred tobacco plant, cannabis leaves. Cannabis leaves sprouting around it. Beyond the plans in your head, the spliff shows up.
Sorry, Mama. I don't want to. Ouch, Mom, my stomach hurts.
I don't want you walking in the camera. What do you need?
I don't want.
My God, I'm so sorry. Beyond the plans in your head, the spliff shows up when the ethereal needs to become physical. Spliff people thrive on challenges, just like Aries of the zodiac. They will pursue every quest with enthusiasm. The crystal castle in the background shows that this is a time for doing and no longer for thinking. The smoke clouds clear, signifying strength, great sensual power, and psychic energy. Oh, I love it. I love it. This card can indicate upcoming travel and fewer restrictions on your everyday life. Spliff types are known to bring enthusiasm to every situation, even mundane daily tasks, and thrive in challenges. Lettuce, which I'm pretty sure means wheat. All right. So, overwhelming theme. Take action. Now is the time. Do the damn thing. All right, elephant. Nope. This card represents our ancestors and those we remember who have passed on. Elephants have excellent memories and often recall difficult routes and terrain to survive drought. They are also one of the few species on Earth, other than ourselves, recorded to have funerals. Oh. They lay leaves and sticks over deceased elephants and stand over their bodies for days at a time. These intelligent and compassionate animals inspire reverence for the memory of those no longer with us. This card is a reminder that those gone are not forgotten and to learn from those we have lost. It is respect for elders and acceptance of wisdom. This card might also call you to look into your past or heal your mind and spirit. Past life regression, trauma therapy, or shadow work might be necessary to combat old wounds and painful memories. You may be dealing with grief of a loss through either death or absence. This card encourages you to take time to mourn and learn from your memories. Shadow reading. The shadow of the elephant card is forgetfulness. We're not going to read that because we're not doing flora. Forget-me-not. Lilac, caraway, bergamot, periwinkle. Stones. Black calcite, howlite, quartz, wolfenite. Spell work. Shaman ritual, which is coming up, Halloween time. Easing the loss of a loved one, helping to train memory, guarding against memory loss, past life regression, which is something that I've been wanting to do for so freaking long. It's also something that I want to learn how to help other people, or how to do for other people. Like, that's what I want my career to be, is a past life regression therapist, so I can help people heal their trauma and overcome blockages and whatnot. All right. Dragonfly. Sorry. Trying to stay focused. Master of Light, Illusion, and the Mind. Goodness. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. Good. I'm so glad. So glad. You guys deserve that. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. So if you find yourself having any of those symptoms, focus on your breath. Alright guys, I love you all so very, very, very much. I hope you all got something, at least one thing from this reading. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!